Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Call loyalty Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, and give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who are the true rulers and leaders of Israel today. I want to say Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Wahab Kamkuraj Barakatah, Barakatam Salakia, to the true and sincere Akim out there that's teaching this truth on the four corners of the earth, to the scattered Israelites who are the so-called black Latinos and natives, and also those of the confusion of faces, all right, who may look like a Japanese or Chinese or a white man. Have that man may come if he's of the elect of the 1/3. And also to you Aquaths that's listening in the truth and sincerity as well, and that's learning, and helping your man in this fight. All right. Now, the spirit been tugging at me. I want to say 2 days now. I'm ashamed, but I'm doing it now. But the spirit been tugging at me for 2 days now to get on the topic about Israel not being a Black Panther movement, man. All right. This is the Hebrew Israelite, quote unquote movement. It's not a Black Panther movement. Okay. Us Hebrew Israelites, our Hebrew Israelites, by genealogy, by the descendants of our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and Yahweh gave us the commandment to go out and to prophesy, man, and to teach, and to show his people like their transgressions, and to wake them up. All right. What we have is not about skin tone or color, all right, but more to do with the spirit, okay, and the forefathers, which is going into genealogy, who is Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right, okay. This is not about a black power movement, because we're not all just black, okay. As the elder Apostle Kabah had us do a sit down about vocab Malone, am I a black Hebrew Israelite, okay. And you still got some knuckleheads out there who still is all about being just black, and trying to classify all Israelites as being such, man. You know, Aaron, because they know not what they do. Okay, but I'm gonna get into a little research on the Black Panther and the Black Panther movement, and what it was about, and to show you that these things are not according to what the Most High told us to do, and this is why we shouldn't have this type of mentality. All right, because what happened to the Black Panther movement? Okay, we're gonna get into that. But actually, we already know. We got dismantled by the so-called white man. All right, Esau broke that shit up and infiltrated. And it shows you, like, man, look, there's nothing you can do against them as far as setting up an organization that's not ordained by the Heavenly Father, man. Okay, so let's start. This is Black Panther Party. Okay, this is on the Stanford Education website. If you Google it, it says founded in October 1966 by Huey P. Newton, 1942, 1989. That's when he was born and that's when he passed. And Bobby Seale, 1936. The Black Panther Party for Self-Defense became the most widely known black militant political organization of the late 1960s. The Black Panthers attracted widespread support among young urban blacks who wore the group's distinctive black leather jackets and black berets, and often openly displayed weapons. Now we're gonna pause right there, man. Okay, this is that they was the Black Panthers. Basically, wardrobe was to have the attire of the berets with a black jacket, and they also openly displayed weapons. And so we're gonna get into what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai wants us to do, and what was what we should do. So first, I'm gonna go to Numbers. I believe it's in chapter 15. It says, because I'm really going off the spirit, man. I put like one or two precepts together, but you know, this is really off the spirit. Blue. Okay. I was Numbers 15. Okay. Numbers chapter 15, verse 38. It says, "Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments. Therefore, Salakia, start back at the top. Numbers 15 and 38. Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue." So these right here, all right, would be the fringes, okay? This is the attire of an Israelite. And this is the border of blue, all right? Border of blue, fringes, all right? And let's see what the scripture says. It says, "And this shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of Yahweh and do them, and that ye seek not after your own heart in your own eyes, after which ye used to go whoring, that ye remember and do all my commandments and be holy unto your power." So this is the reason why we are to wear our ribbon of blue, man, our border of blue, and our fringes, man, to realize that, hey, our heavenly Father brought us out of this captivity of Egypt, and that we were supposed to keep this as a continual reminder of the following the laws of the statutes and the commandments of the heavenly Father. All right, not a black jacket, not a beret, and we're gonna get to the point where we ain't supposed to be out here with guns like that, just displaying guns and whatnot. Matter of fact, I might have to look for that one too. This is this is Matthew chapter 10, and gotta go up, son. Okay. Yeah, I'm starting Matthew chapter 10, verse 16, and it says, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves." And see what the Black Panther movement was about was they thought they was being wise, man. You gotta realize you really, waging war against the government. You showing them that you got guns and that you guys are really ready to, basically stand up and have a shootout with them, man. And that's not wise at all. Because us knowing in the spirit, hey, Esau blessing is the blessing of the sword, man. Okay? So Esau blessing is the sword. Esau, he can eradicate you with his blessing that, hey, the Most High and his father Isaac blessed him with. Okay? But it says, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves." So, what is a sheep defense mechanism? Okay, I remember one of the brothers brought this out on the line, man, and it intrigued me. And you know what? Just gotta do your research on it. A sheep defense mechanism is for them to play dead, because a sheep has no real defense mechanism. Okay, they don't have claws, they don't have a horn to buck them off. They're not strong enough to kick hard back like that. You know what I'm saying? So a sheep is ultimately defenseless. All right. So the Lord said He sent us out here as sheep. All right. And then it said amongst wolves. So these are people who are stronger than us, who has more might than us. Wolves, they got teeth, they got claws, and they vicious, man. They'll kill you. They'll eat you alive. All right. And it says, "Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves." So we're supposed to be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. You know, we're not supposed to take things out on a carnal level, man. Okay? So that was one of the things that happened with the Black Panther movement. All right, that was not ordained with the Most High's movement. Okay, that was another thing. I'll go back to that. Let's go read some more. It says, also attracted the attention of local and local police and the FBI. The group declined as a result of deadly shootouts and destructive counterintelligence activities that exacerbated disputes between Panthers and other black militant groups. So they got into it with other so-called black militant groups, man. All right, which is letting you know, man, the Most High hand wasn't in, like, well, it was meant to happen, but you know, for us to get out of slavery that way, it wasn't meant to. And you know what? The Lord basically set up these powers, man, within our own group of people to show you, like, hey, look, if it don't have nothing to do with me in it, then you're not gonna be free, man. Then you're not gonna have your way. Then you're not gonna get what you want. So basically, when the Lord come back, Yahweh Shai, He's gonna deliver us, and it's gonna be done completely, man. It's gonna be done the right way. And ain't nobody gonna be able to stop him, man. So the Lord is Yahweh is showing the difference in power, man. As in saying, listen, I can do this and I can do that. You can't do this and you can't do that. You can't set yourself free from this thing that I put you in. Only I can. All right. I'm gonna keep reading. It says Newton was already a black militant activist in 1961 when he met Seal, a fellow student at Oakland's Marriott College. Both joined the Afro-American Association, a black cultural organization led by Donald Warden, but they became dissatisfied in Warden's pro-capitalist form of black nationalism. Okay, another thing. You see how it says black in almost everything? These people don't know their heritage. I mean, Afro American organizations and whatnot, they don't even know their heritage. They don't even know that they're Israelites, man. Okay? Hey, like Apostle Ramla like to say, man, hey, you people that's all about this I'm black, I'm bliggity, bliggity, black, y'all movement of being an Israelite, man, you about as spiritually, you about as spiritual as a wooden nickel, man. You people don't get it. It's not about just being black. Hey, because what? The Lord said that there would be tares amongst even them, man. All right? Hey, just like the Spaniards and conquistadors was raping the northern kingdom and bidding them to their language and bidding them to their slavery. Hey, Jake was getting raped too, man. Jake was getting raped. His women was getting raped. He was like, man, you still see the mixing now till this day, man. Okay? And this was going on before we even came to this land. All right? So to be honest, you've never really seen a full-blooded Judite. You've never seen that before. All right? We have the pictures of it, due to the Bible telling us about how Yahweh Shai is depicted, how Yahweh is depicted, Hey, but you never seen a full-blooded Judite, a Judite whose mother and whose father and mother was a Judite, with no type of mingling and mixings with the nations, because Judah went a whoring too, and Judah was mixing with the nations as well. All right, the southern kingdom is what I mean to say. Of course, you've seen a real full-blooded, But anyway, for those who know, you know. It says both joined Afro. Okay, wait. Both joined the Afro American Association, a black cultural organization led by Donald Wooden. So this, and then also our movement has nothing about. It's nothing about it just being a black organization, because we understand in the scriptures that there's a such thing called confusion of faces. All right, we're gonna keep on reading. It says, but they became dissatisfied with Warden's pro-capitalist form of black nationalism. Their sentiments were more in accord with those of Malcolm X. And what was Malcolm X about, man? Malcolm X wanted to wage war against the crackers, okay? Malcolm X, he wanted to go to war against the so-called white man. All right? And then it says, especially after his 1964 break with Elijah Muhammad's Nation of Islam. All right? It says, and of Robert F. Williams. And then in the Cuban-based guerrilla warfare advocate. So they was on some war type stuff, man. It says, after affiliations with the Merit's Soul Student Advisory Council and with the Williams-inspired Revolutionary Action Movement, Newton and Seal created the Black Panther Party in order to expand their political activity, which mainly involved patrolling the pigs. That is, monitoring police activities in black communities to ensure that civil rights were respected. So here it is, man. These guys had it set up to where they thought that they was gonna watch over those who basically ruled over the neighborhoods, man, which would be the so-called the police. Get some scriptures, man, on that. This is this is what we was commanded, man. This is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. It says, finally, my brethren, matter of fact, yep. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Okay? Not to set up your own organization, not to set up your own government, not to set up your own dollar, not to set up your own community. It ain't about that, man. It's about waking the nation of Israel up and praying for the swift destruction of this place, man. Praying and working towards your own salvation, man. All right? We read that again, Ephesians 6 and 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. So no, don't be strong in your weapons. Don't be strong in the amount of people that you have around you to start chaos with the so-called white man. But be strong in the Most High, man. Who sent his son to tell us that he sent us out here as sheep amongst wolves, man. And in the power of his might, put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood. And that's the thing about it, man. You niggas so carnal, you don't understand. This is spiritual war, man. This is a spiritual battle. Okay? Everything that we're going through is because of the spirit, man. It's because of the will of the Heavenly Father, all right? Because we can't win this thing physically, all right? We can only depend on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to strengthen us spiritually so we can put up a fight and stand against this devil, man. It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Right, man? Because what? The rulers that's in darkness right now is Esau, man. Okay? I'm not going to say white people, because you know what? Amongst them so-called white people, there is confusion of faces, all right? Amongst them so-called white people, there are confusion of faces. There are Israelites whose depiction, pigmentation is so-called white, man. All right. But it says we fight against principalities, man. Like what the things that this world stands for, the things that this country stands for, and rulers against the rulers of darkness. Who's the rulers of darkness, man? That's Esau and his descendants, and you know, and it's really mainly the Amalek, you know, the Amalek, you know, because what they doing is running the music industry, and they pushing the propaganda for our men to be thugs, homosexual ass thugs, and our women to be um bulldagger ass, self-independent, crazed ass women. Okay, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the power, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. So this is what we're doing, man. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. It says, above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the power. So this is our power, man. You know what I'm saying? These scriptures, the Spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai, and our faith, man. Hold us fast. Okay? Another precept. Yep. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4, and it says, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the power to the pulling down of strongholds. So we're not out there on the highways and the byways, man, with black leather jackets on and berets and you know uh with guns out patrolling the police as they patrol over the neighborhoods, which Esau is running around killing Jake and whatnot in the hood. But hey, man, that's to them people and their destructions, man. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're moving wisely and you're being harmless as a dove and generous, you're being wise as a serpent and gentle as a dove, then things like that may not happen to you. Especially if that ain't the Lord's will for you. Because some of you, that's just your judgment, man. So the people that's getting killed out here in these streets, that's just their judgment, man. All right, but we ain't out here with guns. We ain't out here promoting violence, man. Okay, you know what I'm saying? As far as taking up arms ourselves and marching around trying to show Esau that we ain't going no more. Nah, this ain't that. This ain't that. We ain't no we're not a terrorist group. All right. This is casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Hamashiach. So this is what we're doing, man. We're casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the power, man. Okay, that's what we're doing. We're casting down Christianity. We're casting down being a Muslim. We're casting down being Hindu. We're casting down all manners of wickedness that's set up against the Heavenly Father and what his thought process want us to be as, from how he want us to serve him. Plus another scripture. This is Phil Philippines 1:27. And it reads, only let your conversation be as it becometh the gospel of Hamashiach, that whether I come and see you or else be absent, I may hear of your affairs, that ye stand fast in one spirit, with one mind, striving together for the faith of the gospel. So that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be striving together for the faith of the gospel, man. All right, and in nothing terrified by your adversaries, which is to them an evident token of perdition, but to you of salvation, and that of the power. For unto you it is given in the behalf of Hamashiach not only to believe on him, but also to suffer for his sake, having the same conflict which ye saw in me, and now here to be in me. So we're supposed to go through the same things as our Heavenly Father, Son, Yahweh Shah went through, man. We're supposed to go through adversaries. We're supposed to go through struggling. We're supposed to go through suffering. We're supposed to go through these things because these things are the fruit of the Spirit, man. You know, patience, meekness, all right? These things are the fruits of the Spirit, man. Not starting up our militia to try to take on the government of the so-called white man, all right? And we're gonna get to the point too. They're not all just black, man, because this is a black cultural thing, man. People think, oh, there are black Hebrew Israelites. We're not just black Hebrew Israelites, man. If you look within these camps, you'll see a lot of people who you may think is white, or people that you may think is Arab, or people that you may think is anything are Hebrew Israelites. This is it's just Satan, man. It's just Satan. We're gonna go down though, because these are the things that they did during the early 1970s. The Black Panther power weakened by external attacks, legal problems, and internal schisms, rapidly declined as a political force. After Newton was released from prison in 1970, he sought to revive the party by rejecting Clever's inflammatory rhetoric emphasizing immediate armed struggle. In place of police confrontations, Newton stressed community service, such as free breakfast programs for children, and during the mid 1970s, participation in electoral politics. These efforts to regain popular support were negated, however, by published charges that Newton and other Panthers engaged in extortion and assaults directed against other blacks. By the mid 1970s, most Panther veterans, including Seal and Clever, had deserted or were expelled from the group, and Newton, faced with various criminal charges, fled to Cuba. Upon his return to the U.S., Newton remained a controversial figure. Although he completed a doctorate and remained politically active, he was also involved in the drug trade. He was shot to death in Oakland in the summer of 1989 in a drug-related incident, which we know Esau is the ones that flooded that drug in our systems, man, in our streets. You know, he the one that infiltrated their system and started the whole drug movement, man. Because hey, Jake went from wanting to be political to start saying, "Let's get this money, man." And that's what happens with organizations like that. All right. Hey, you got Farrakhan. You got Farrakhan doing the million man march, right? And in that million man march, this man passing around a collection basket. For what? For what? For nothing. Cause it's not going. It's the things that he's doing. Hey, they've done this time and time again, and there's nothing that he's done that's truly like helped out the communities that's in this band that we in, man. He sold his soul for filthy lucre's sake. All right. So if anything that's being done without the ordinance and the blessings of the Most High Yahweh and His Son Yahweh Shai, it's gonna fall, man. Okay. Grab one more scripture, man. So we ain't out here taking up arms, trying to fight the so-called white man with guns. Because the scriptures are our weapon, man. The scriptures are our sword, man. Because we cutting them down by the words of the Heavenly Father. We break it down the whole kingdom by the words of the Heavenly Father. And that's what's really confounding them, because we're not lifting up a finger to go into the military action with them, because that's what they want. They want us to get into the military action with them so they can shut us all the way down and, and kill us. Okay? Hey, but we ain't a Black Panther party, man. We're not a Black Panther movement. Okay? This is not just for so-called black people. Okay? And we're gonna get that. This is there we go. Hosea 7 and 8. And it reads, Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is a cake not turned. Okay? So Ephraim is a cake unturned, man. We know him to be what? A confusion of Ephraim. Ephraim is like lighter brown than the rest of than the southern kingdom. Okay? And when it says Ephraim, is basically going into all northern kingdom. Okay? They all northern kingdom are a cake unturned, man. Okay? But we going back now is the spirit, man, because if you go to Romans 8, it tells you what? In fact, I'm gonna pull it up. Damn, it's Satan, man. Gotta do what you can, man. You know? This is Romans 8, chapter 16. It says, the Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the power. Okay? So we're being witnessed that our spirit with other men's spirit who may be so-called, who may look like they're white, or who may look like they're Arabian or whatever. We're bearing witness with their spirit, man, that their spirits are the children of the Most Highs, man. All right? And we do that through the spirit, man. Having discernment is a spiritual thing, and not a lot of people have that, okay? But I'm not finna keep on with my rambling and whatnot. I just want to give all praise, glory, worship, and honor to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who are the true rulers and leaders of Israel today. Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Wahab Kakarash Barakatham, to the true and sincere Akim, man, that's teaching his truth and on 4 corners of the earth, you know. And also you brothers out there, the confusion in faces, and you sisters that's listening and helping your husbands in this war, man. With that, I want to give all praise and glory. I want to say shalom.